I don't care what none of all they say. I going back to Trinidad now. Somebody tell me that when you're in New York, once you mind your own business, nobody wouldn't shoot you. Well, I just mind my own business. So when I see them fellas shooting, me ain't bother to run. Everybody else running, but I sit down right there in the car because I know I just mind my own business. When I get the first shot, I push my head out of the car for it to save me. Because I feel like take me for somebody else. You know them people shoot me again? I was going to come out of the car for it to get a better look. But I drive off. If I was in Trinidad, I would have never get through. Because in Trinidad, them fellas that shoot straight. But in New York, if they're shooting at you, just don't move. And the people are wrong here who have to run. Because them fellas just aim at you and shoot everybody else. Now what I don't understand about New York is how come you could have one phone number for two different people. In Trinidad, ambulance have their own phone number. And the police have their own phone number. I get shot and I die in New York. So I call 911. You know them people send the police? I say, officer, it's I who get shot. You know the man called for backup? I say, officer, no, it's them who shoot me. He said, and where they going? I say, I don't know, they probably leave while they're pointing a gun at me. When the ambulance finally reached, it didn't make no sense. Because I tell the woman I get shot on my shoulder. She put a brace on my neck. I said, and what about my shoulder? She said, forget that, just don't move your neck. But I must congratulate Kings County Hospital. Because time I reached, let me get a round of applause for Kings County Hospital. Because time I reached there, they had everything waiting. But nobody couldn't find a doctor. So I start to make my peace with God one time. I said, God, you remember the time when I did bring that girl home by me and I tell her that was my cousin and we wasn't going to do nothing? Well, I lied. That was my girlfriend and we was going to make sex. And God, I know you can get back to this one, but you remember this Sunday when I tell you I was going to church? Don't get vexed, but I went on the beach. I I had to tell him the truth. You can't lie to God when you're dying. I hear people say, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, to run from it if you want to live. But I find out that it's not the light at the end of the tunnel what has killed you. It's the big truck that it's on. You have to run from it if you want to live. When I wake up in the hospital, a doctor stand up over me. He says, sir, we have some good news and some bad news. Which one you want first? I said, doc, I will take the good news. He said the operation was a success. I said, and what is the bad news? He said, you have 2 bullets in your shoulder. I said, so what operation was a success? He said, he vasectomy. I didn't answer that. Now, I always know police was stupid. But I always thought that detectives would have been a little more smarter. Police is police. The man see me in hospital with my 2 arms swollen, so I can't write. A tube in my throat, so I can't talk. The brace they put around my neck, so I can't nod. But he just want to ask me a few questions. The man even charged me for withholding evidence. That is why I sell all my clothes to buy a bulletproof vest. Because gunmen gone astray. When I was in recovery, they put me in a nice little room with an old man and have a nice little button right there to press to call the nice little nurse if you want help. But what wasn't nice is that nobody didn't tell me that the man had amnesia and they just cut off his 2 legs. So every time he forgot he don't have no foot, he just jump off the bed and hit the stones on the ground. The button right there. He on the ground, I on the bed, the button right there, and none of we can press it. And let me tell you something about a sponge bath. They doesn't use no sponge. When the nurse tell me she's going to give me a sponge bath, I say, okay, nothing wrong with bathing in sponge. When I see the basin of water, I thought she was going to wash her hand. When I see the rag in it, I say, well, she's going to wash her hand clean. And then I find out, I don't understand how come they just call it a sponge bath and they're wetting people. That's not very nice. But one thing I could say about the hospital is some of the nurses that be very willing. They'd be very willing. Because I had this one particular nurse used to come to work early every morning and fight them other nurses just to give me a sponge bath. Yes. My partners and them say, boy, you well lucky. But I couldn't tell them was a male nurse. had to go through all of that just because gunmen gone astray. And I'm telling you something. I'm telling Ole something and I don't want Ole to tell nobody else. I don't understand. You see, when somebody in hospital and people come to visit them, it has hurt more when you ask them stupid questions. You don't go to visit somebody in hospital and ask them how you're feeling. I remember this one visitor asked me, she said, let me ask you a question. I hear you get shoot. I say, yes. She said, tell me something. When you get shoot, it does hurt? I said, no. I just like to lie down on the pavement and scream like a girl. But the most stupidest question I ever get, the dumbest question, come from a doctor. The doctor pressing on my wound and asking me on the scale 1 to 10. Tell me how much is the pain. So I kick him in the stones. I said that much. This hospital was, I'm not lying to tell all you. I see a nurse running down a man with a basin of hot water. The man running and she running him down. The doctor said, hey, what are you doing? She said, doctor, I'm doing what you tell me to do. The doctor said, what? I didn't tell you to do that. He said, doc. The doctor said, I tell you to prick the man boil. She said, oh, I thought it was to boil it. So you see me? That is why I sell all my clothes to buy a bulletproof vest. Because gunmen go on astray. It's all in the name of humor. So I just want to say thanks to everybody for their prayers and support during my ordeal. I want to thank everybody very much for your support and good night.